All right, and we're back. Time for sales pitch training. Ready to educate me, John?
Yes, sir. I am ready to educate you, my friend. I'm going to dive in deeper into the a pedestal sale. Have you ever heard of that before?
I'm guessing it has 3 or 4 pillars.
Okay, super. It does have 4 pillars,
Okay.
Which is hilarious. But the pedestal sale is exactly that, right? It's putting something on a pedestal, and it is a very underutilized sales strategy from what I've seen over the last couple of years. I feel like I used it quite a bit earlier in my career, and I've just seen it less and less over the years. So a pedestal sale is you take something that could be perceived as small and you turn it into a really big deal. An example of this for me that I really drive home is whenever I talk to clients about interest, I never just tell them the interest they're saving for 1 month. I tell them the interest they're saving for 3 years. A lot of people don't think that's a big deal. I do. I think that's super important. Why? Well, one, the average consumer refinances every about 4 to 7 years. So I like to use that 3-year marker because they're going to make those payments. But some people sit there and go, well, I'm only going to show them 1 month and don't think about the long-term idea of that. Well, John, it's a sale. Well, I feel sale. What do you mean you feel salesy? The consumer has to pay the interest one way or another. I'm just explaining it to them and showing them how much they're going to be paying over that time period. That's why the loan makes sense for them to do. I'm not just going to show them 1 month of savings. It doesn't make sense. I'm going to really make it a big deal. So there's 4 steps to a pedestal sale every single time. Number 1, don't sell the product, sell the statue. All right. Now, what does that mean? Don't sell the product, sell the statue. The product is the 30-year fixed mortgage. It's the 15-year fix. It's the 20-year. It's the FHA 30-year. It's whatever you want it. That's the product, right? The statue is paying off your mortgage. That is the statue, ladies and gentlemen, paying off your mortgage for your clients. And that should be the direction you're trying to take them in. And if it's not in that direction, then it's saving money. It's putting money aside if you're going to help them refinance, if you're helping them purchase a home. Right? It's living in this home, making it feel comfortable, making sure that they're not overdoing it when it comes to payments. I'm talking about the big picture. I'm not selling a 30-year fixed mortgage. I'm selling the statue. And that's how I feel when I get on the phones. I feel that strongly, but I'm not selling you a product because I've bought in many houses. I've sold many houses. I've done this for 12 years. I know the importance of it. I've done the same loan for one client over 12 years, 6, 7 times. They'll call me at this point because I sell the statue. I sell financial freedom. I do not sell a 30-year fixed mortgage. That's number 1 pillar. Number 2, create value on what you're selling. So I gave you the example. If the client's in a specific loan right now at 7% interest, and I can do a loan at 6.5% interest, the value there is not about the first month and the interest savings that they have. The value is the savings that they're going to have over 3 years. I don't need to create the value. It's there. My job is to now articulate it properly to the client. So number 1, don't sell the product, sell the statue. Number 2, create perceived value. Number 3, control the narrative. You now shift and take control of this conversation. Why do I say that? Well, because you're the expert. Do I walk into a doctor's office and when they're telling me what I should do based on what I'm telling them, I think you're wrong, doc. I'm going to do this instead. Fine. So be it. But at the end of the day, they're the ones that control the narrative, not you. You're going to treat me the same way. I've earned it. I've passed my test. I've helped thousands and thousands of people get into a home. I've done it at a really high level for a really long time. So I'm going to control the narrative, and you should too. Do not lose control in the conversation. How could they know more about this than you do? They can't. It's a very rare opportunity where someone might know more than you. Happened to me on multiple occasions. One specific time I remember where someone truly knew more than me. He was one of the original DE underwriters for FHA back in the 70s. This person knew a lot. And out of the thousands of people I've talked to, I can remember maybe 10 that knew slightly more than me about mortgages, and that one guy a lot more. So you got to have that confidence to control the narrative. And number 4, use scarcity. Use scarcity as part of this. Look, stop waiting. What are you waiting for? You're costing yourself interest every single month. I have clients just like you who wanted to wait and cost themselves tens of thousands of dollars waiting. There's no reason for you to do that. So y'all, a pedestal sale is really simple. Don't sell the product, sell the statue, create the value because it's right in front of you, control the narrative, and use scarcity every step of the way. Pedestal sale, my friends. How can you in your day? Go ahead, Tommy.
Scarcity is I think is a really powerful tool, and it works in many different areas and fields. And
we're built that way, Tommy.
Yeah.
Wired as humans. I mean, you hunters and gatherers. It's not like that's a joke from our history.
No.
You know, like
yeah.
Oh, what do you mean? I'm like, I mean, it's ingrained in your DNA that when things get scarce, your body goes no, no, because that's what our ancestors did.
Yeah. I think in combination, when you have the scarcity, you have the idea of financial freedom as the goal, right? Like that's your goal with the home.
Mhm.
But putting into perspective, like something I get confused on is the interest and how it's like as a homeowner, I don't fully understand the interest and is it worth it to pay more on the loan at this percentage with this rate, and it's just, or do I just let it ride and pay the 30 years, or I don't know.
No, but that's look, like you're even having those thoughts. And for me, like if you're my client, our conversations, Tommy, are, hey, at this rate, just so you know, you can refinance for a 20-year at the same payment. Now, I think you got your house in like 21. I think your rate's probably really good, but right, for clients that did their home in the last 2-3 years, I have clients right now. So give you an idea. Let me just put this into perspective. You have clients right now that if they're paying a 6.5-7% interest, they can go to a 20-year when rates get to 5% and basically almost make the same payment on like a $300,000, $250,000 home. So imagine shaving 5 years off your home right now, Tommy.
Yeah.
So instead, how old are you right now?
I am 33.
30.
About that for a second.
So basically, by the time you pay off the house in the current state that you're in, you'll be roughly 63 years old. Tommy, what if I can give you 5 years back and you can be 58 when you pay off your house and not have to worry about additional payments for 5 years of your life? How'd that make you?
I'd ask what I got to do.
Okay, you see what I did? What am I doing? What am I creating?
Fear of missing out.
Yes. And that's a real thing. Like what I just said is I'm not making it up. That's something real that people can truly do. So that's a pedestal sale that I just did right there with you. But what did I do? I painted long-term picture. I said, Tom, being 63 years old. Imagine you being 58 and you getting 5 additional years of freedom of not having to make a mortgage payment. I know right now, Tommy, 63 seems like a long ways away, but come on, Tommy, you tell me, how fast did 33 pop up on you? Be real with me.
Every year. I wanted to stop counting after 30. But
you feel that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In what I just said to you. That's not like that's how I speak on the phones, because I mean that, because I know it, because I deal with the same things you deal with. I'm 33 myself. You don't think I have 3 kids? I'm 33 now. I look back the other day, I go, what happened? You know? But life happens. So gotta not be afraid to have these conversations with people.
It's almost like, because it's like finishing off paying a car, right? So you no longer have a car payment. Now you have more flexible income to do other things.
Dude, yes, it builds up, man. Sorry, it builds up. It's just a big deal.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, I definitely learned something today, and I hope others did as well. We're going to do a quick ad read from Unify, our new event series that you guys should go check out and see if there's one close to you and join us. And then we'll be back with story time with John.
If you're an independent mortgage broker, real estate pro, or home ownership advocate looking to connect with like-minded professionals, AIME is here to give back. If you're an independent mortgage broker, real estate pro, or home ownership advocate looking to connect with like-minded professionals, we have the perfect event for you. AIME is proud to bring you Unify, completely covered by AIME directly. Unify is AIME's local networking and education series designed to help you and your community build more referral relationships to grow your business together. Each event offers exclusive content focused on a topic shaping the mortgage industry with brief but powerful presentations from experts who have been in your shoes. Expect high-energy networking with real connections happening with real conversations. Plus, we're raffling off some pretty unique prizes at each and every event. Join the AIME's wholesale mortgage community, real estate professionals, and yes, even retail mortgage professionals. We want you there as well, because we know that we can make a difference in our local communities by connecting and having conversations together. This isn't just another event. This is where community meets opportunity. Whether you're looking for business strategies or the right people to help you level up, Unify delivers. Register today and join us for free in Dallas, Texas on March 25th and Phoenix, Arizona on March 27th, with many more locations to come. Just go to unify.aimegroup.com to get started. Now hurry up, spots are limited. Don't miss your chance to be part of something